a lot of people who are holding DOT, who are holding KSM, have been calling for a little bit more direction. And Web3 Foundation is in a good position to do that. Now, you in this position as a very forward-facing person, you're on the forums, you come on AAG, you're very responsive in DMs, everybody knows you. This is a good move for all sides. And it's a real good opportunity to get some sort of alignment, to kind of get everybody running in the same direction.
Yeah. So I do think like this is a major thing that I want to do, right? So decentralization does not necessarily mean uncoordinated.
Right.
Right. And so one thing that I have seen, from talking from the community, I've we've talked many times. I've talked with lots of people in the community, is this lack of coordination, right? Again, it doesn't mean that we want to be telling people what to do, but we want to see Polkadot succeed.
Yeah.
Right. And to me, how Polkadot succeeds is if we are more unified, united, and we have a goal. And so one of the things that I want to do, and having just stepped into this role, recently, not all the details are in place yet, but is to coordinate this. And, we've already started, figuring out, all right, what are things generally that people in the ecosystem agree with need to be changed, and what are the priorities there?
Sounds good.
And so maybe the way we get there is in a decentralized way, but I really want to help coordinate this, right? So seeing, from my sort of, traditional, older responsibilities of dealing with Open Gov, dealing with the community, and something I think should be mentioned is, I used to be in charge of grants also. Like this is not a totally new area to me.
Yeah.
But now I've been involved with Polkadot in one way or another since 2018. So well before it launched, right? So I've seen a lot at this point, and I've heard a lot about where are the stumbling blocks, and I have a lot of ideas about what the stumbling blocks are to get more people building and to support the people that are there. And I think so having this more strategic overview of both sides of the coin, from the users of Polkadot and people to develop on Polkadot, being able to express this to people, these ideas of coordination and what we want to do, I'm really hoping this will be sort of a sea change. Maybe I'm being melodramatic.
I don't think so.
But I really think that having this sort of one vision of what we want to approach. People always talk about wanting a North Star.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that over the next month or two, as that we figure out a really good strategy, we have this North Star. Here's our messaging. Here is a single point that we can reach towards together as a community.